Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's okay, I'm not standing up. Okay, that's fine. లేకపోతే నా వాలెట్ ఇదంతా పెట్టదు ఒకటి జస్ట్ మ్యాప్ కోసం She doesn't need a charger. I have a charger. Remember that?
See, this is the welcome to the fashion. Right, so anyone into fashion, welcome to the fashion world. Remember, New York City is rated one of the top cities when it comes to the fashion world. This is called the fashion walk. All those fashion designers that made it in New York City, their name is right here. You know, like Hollywood, they get their stars. In the fashion world, they get their names right here. Right, so on the sidewalk, you're going to see little round golden things. Those golden things on the fashion. There's a reason we call it the world's largest store. Okay, what you're seeing right now, Macy's occupies one entire city block. Okay, so this is one entire block that you're seeing right now. Imagine the amount of stores you can fit in one block. Okay, and now if you better to know. Right now you're just looking at three entrances with this whole building. These are the offices for Madison Square Garden. The actual garden is the round building that we're going to see right now. Just in the back, right? So if you look on your right hand side, you can see the garden already coming up. This is the home of all the shows. All the shows, all the concerts, basketball games, hockey games, wrestling, rodeo, circus, boxing, you name it. Right? All types of shows that come to this building right here. Depending on the show event we have, you can fit up to 26,000 people. That's the limit. And we can fit inside of this building. The biggest names here, basketball and hockey. That's when we fill up the garden. Basketball, we have Knicks. Right? For the NBA, they just started the season for NBA again this year. So we have the Knicks back again playing here at the garden. We have NHL for hockey. We got the Blue Men, known as the Rangers. And we also have the Ladies Liberty. They're the ladies basketball team that we have inside of this building. Alright, so we're going to look around Madison Square Garden here, which is a bit weird, by the way. Have you noticed the building has nothing to do with the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the building. It's not a Madison. It's not square. Where's the garden? Right, there's a reason. You use this, by the way. So that's the main thing for Madison Square Garden. And sadly, the reason why we don't have the building, the architect, he was shot and killed on the rooftop of the building. Right, so they had to close the second building. They decided to move farther uptown, 51st and 8th Avenue. They opened the third Madison Square Garden, and now they have the one from the 1960s as the fourth Madison Square Garden. So it was ever built before, and one of the buildings you should see on the inside in the United States. And you don't have to like, when was the last time you wrote a letter and mailed it out to your friends?
1960.
See, now you FaceTime each other, you text each other, you email each other. It's rare now that people actually go to the post office. We need a post office, yeah, we started in 2016. We still have a lot of work to finish, so front, you get a quick shot. On your right side, look at the Empire State Building already towering on your right hand side. That's where we're heading right now. All right, we're gonna turn and we're gonna start making our way towards the Empire State Building. From here, we get a quick view now. That's the most famous building. That can be number one. Even though we have taller buildings, trust me, this will always be the one special building. This is the one in charge of representing where you are. This is the building that tells you welcome to me. Alright, so this is 34th Street. This is one of the busiest points of the city of New York. I mean, you can tell I've been talking for about 20 minutes. We moved one block. Welcome to New York, guys. It's Monday. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the city on a weekday, welcome. You've probably been here on the weekend. Yeah. Nothing like the weekends. Alright, this is what you're going to see. Monday through Friday is when you get to see the real city now. We have 4.5 million people that come to work. Okay, Monday through Friday. They come from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. They all make their way to come here. So it's little tiny island. The island has 1.6 million people already that live here. And then you add 4.5 million people that work here. And then you add visitors. Alright, so not the city, this island is holding over 6 million people. You can visit the top of the building. It is a beautiful day today. For any observation deck, you got 100% visibility, meaning you're going to have an amazing view from the top of either the top of the rock, the Empire State Building, or the newest one we have, which is Tower 1 at the World Trade Center. Okay? It's up to you. It depends on which type of view you want to see. The Empire and the top of the rock have a very similar view because they're both in the area. Okay? Top of the rock is known as having just a bit of a better view because they have the Empire State Building. You have to see the Empire State Building. Okay? This is the famous one. This is the Empire. You got 2 floors here. You got the 86th floor and the last floor, the 102nd floor, right below the antenna. Okay? We're gonna pass the light right here. This is 7th Avenue. Macy's is coming up on your left-hand side. This is not the original building, by the way. This is the second Macy's. Right? This is the Macy's that opened back in 1902. We've been having the company since 1858. That's when Mr. Macy, $500 to go to school. Okay, we used to have clothes selling down on 14th Street and 6th Avenue. Have you noticed the logo of Macy's? Mr. What you see right now is the logo of the company. Trust me, it's not Thanksgiving yet, but it's Christmas in New York. So you're gonna see right now the Christmas. 1929, they announced the location right here. 1930, they start the building. 1931, they finish the building. Wow, the size of this building. It was up. Last time they were Right, it only took 13 months because it was a year and about a month that they finished the building. A lot of people were surprised. Remember one thing, this is 1930. It's before the machines, before the computers, before the things we have today. This was manual. Okay? This was done by 40. And that's the only thing they had to say. The building went up so fast. You know why? Because the building started the construction on March 17, 1930. What's March 17?
St. Patrick's.
It was St. Patrick's. We got St. Patrick's Day, we got the parade going on, and we have the building going on. They said they were going to finish in 1937, maybe 1938, so they have good 7 solid years to finish the building. To the surprise of everyone, 6 years before the opening day, they opened. People were so excited with that new movie Kingdom that everybody wanted to be on top of the building. Kingdom did. So the observation deck for the first 3 years made more money than the actual building because of the amount of tickets they were selling to go on the top of the building. Not only that, the observation deck they had was the 86th one. But a lot of people that went inside started saying, income days, 7 days of the week, 1 to 2 a.m. the building will be open. Okay? Alright. We're going to continue down 5th Avenue. There's a little park coming up on your left-hand side. The name may sound familiar to you. This is called Madison Square Park. So now you know
রাস্তা বন্ধ করে দে
first and second Madison Square Garden used to be. They used to be right here on your left-hand side. So this is 5th Avenue, Madison Avenue. Okay? So this park used to be the first and the second Madison Square Garden.
I remember that.
Surrounding the park, we got 3 beautiful buildings here. 2 of them are hiding on your left.
बिल्डिंग की एक मूवी स्पाइडरमैन
That building is from 1928. This is the New York Life Insurance Company building. I don't know if anybody know of New York Life Insurance. That's the one. That's the headquarters you're looking at right now. And then we have another building on your left here that has beautiful clocks on the top. This one was the tallest building of the world back in 1909 until 1913. The name of the building is the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company building.
Oh.
You can go ahead and say that again.
Metropolitan
Life Insurance Company. What is it? Thank you, MetLife. You know
MetLife.
MetLife?
MetLife.
But MetLife already left this building. We're no longer inside of this building, but again, because this is a landmark, it's a historical building, we can't touch it, we can't change the name of the building either. Okay, so this will always be the MetLife building, even though the building now is half a hotel, half residence, apartments on the top. You see the one with the balcony up there? I want that one. You want to help me? You can all start chipping in and you can come visit anytime you want. That's going to be one of those expensive. They're fixing it right now. They're coming building coming up here on your left side now. The name of the building is the Nicky. This is the Fueler Company building. It was supposed to be a ship coming to New York. According to the people, it doesn't look like a ship. It looks like a piece of cotton. So they came up with another one.
Well done.
Richmond in the building. This is going to be your stop. Watch your step. All right. And on your right side, Chelsea. On your left side is Union Square. Right now we're going down through Fifth Avenue, but this one has another name now. It says Fifth Avenue, but there's a bit of a change. The street signs are no longer green. Now they're changing to the color brown. And every time they change to the color brown, the name that says Fifth Avenue, on the top there's another name. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but they got these little tiny letters on the top. Look on your right side. You see where it says Fifth Avenue? On the top it says Ladies Mile Historic District. Alright, so welcome to the Ladies Mile of New York. I don't even have to tell you why. Look around you and look at the nice smiles of the ladies right now. Imagine being a lady back in the 1850s. Okay? And this is the first time they gave you the shopping. So this was new. A lot of women, this is the newest thing to do. To go shopping. You've never heard of it before. So the type of shopping we did back in the 1850s, it was a bit more fun.
I do Melishon.
You don't even have to look at it. Have you noticed that? They send you catalogs. Lady passing by, you show her the dresses you have. Okay? Have you ever heard the term window shopping? It was real. Women used to walk through the avenues looking through the windows to see what's new. Okay? Macy's became one of the most popular stores in New York. Why? Because back in the 1850s, we don't have sizes. It's one size. One dress you buy, you take it home and you fix it. Okay? Macy's came up with this idea. He hired 10 ladies with sewing machines on the inside. This is the first store they're gonna measure you and you can have it ready to go. Okay, so ladies to walk inside of the store to get the measurements, get the dress they like, they'll fix it about an hour or two and bring it back. Okay, so that's what makes it became popular, right here on 14th Street. We're gonna turn right here. This was known as the first street for shopping. This was the first street with electrical power, meaning light. For the first time we have a light pole. Okay, so the street lights here are different on there. I don't know if you can see them. These are replicas of the first street lights we had in New York. Okay, so that's just to give you an example. The 14th Street was the first street that had light. Why? So that's this, 14th Street. 14th Street is the longest street we have. And then the longest point of Manhattan is 12.5 miles long. That's Broadway. Okay, so right now we're going across 14th Street. Anybody getting lost? Union Square? No? Chelsea? No? Alright, I was getting off. We still have a few shops left, but we don't have those big names anymore. Okay, like Macy's, Saks and Company, Lord & Taylor, they all used to be. Okay? They all moved uptown. Why? Because of Central Park. Central Park is big. It's important. This movie is brand new park we have. This shopping part with customers. So the shopping went uptown. But on your left side, you see Five Guys right now on your left? That used to be Macy's. Right, that was the first Macy's that we had. We still have the building, by the way. It's a landmark of New York. Bloomingdale, they tore down the original building. Bloomingdale used to be right here on 6th Avenue, 14th Street. Now they're on the Upper East Side. Saks and Company started here, and then Saks and Company moved to 49th and 5th Avenue. And it sounds better when you say Saks Fifth Avenue, so that's when they changed their name. Okay? And now Saks and Company now has branched out into other states for the selling. And then 7th Avenue coming up next. So you see how the series goes over 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue, 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 9th, 10th, 11th, and so that's the end of the series. Okay? We have avenues to go north and south. We have streets to street numbers go up when you go north, and the street numbers go down when you go south. That's what New Yorkers, they don't say like they south. They say up and down. Have you noticed that? We don't say let's go north, we say let's go up. Okay, because we're getting into the habit of using the street numbers. So numbers go up, it means going up, south. Numbers go down, you're going down. Okay? So that's what we've been doing right now. We've been going downtown because we started on 47th Street, right on 13th. And we're gonna keep going down. Okay? The avenues, if the numbers of the avenues go up, like we're doing right now, 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue, 7th Avenue, you're going west. It's a whole different world. Okay? The street system we have only works from 14th Street up. Okay? 14th Street down, it's different. They don't have a street system. This is the city that was built by the people that lived here. The people that used to buy their land, and they built a street in front of their land, and that's it. Okay? And they used to give it a name. So if you look at the streets now, if you look left and right, you notice they're no longer the perfect ones. There's gonna be little alleys, twists and turns. They all have names. Alright? So this is the part. I cannot tell you what system to follow to tell you the truth. The only way to know this is to get it lost. You have to be lost. Right? You gotta walk.
With the freedom tower.
You notice how the streets are now, there's little tiny streets on the right side. All of them have names. So we have so many names here that I'm going to stick with the original ones and the famous ones, okay? So try to remember 6th and 7th Avenue. Okay, those are the famous avenues. Right now we're going to take 8th Street, which later on is going to change its name, alright? So we're going to cross town now. Any pencil section in the city? Oh, to the big smiles. We're going to love this street right here. This is called Perry. Perry Street is where they film the show. Alright, so if you ever see Sex in the City, that's the one. Alright, you're gonna recognize a lot of buildings from here. If you like music, hotels. Smaller buildings are usually apartments. Okay, so now you're going through a residential town here. This one is called the Village of New York. Greenwich Village, West Village, or just plain the Village. Here's what we're gonna enter right now. Christopher Street, that's another good street here. Mostly for restaurants, you're gonna find here on Christopher. And then 6th Avenue is coming up, okay? Out of all of those streets, number 1 here is called Bleecker. Right, so I'll show you Bleecker Street. We're gonna see it later on the tour. We have a lot of recording studios coming up right now. Okay, so a lot of famous people, a lot of musicians, they record here. And you're gonna see one of the most famous recording studios we have. We're gonna see it right now. Is the famous Electric Lady Sound. It's right here on 8th Street. Jimi Hendrix. It's very famous. Right, so we're going to see it right now. If you look on your right hand side, I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but look at the buildings at the end. That's tower number 1 of the World Trade Center towers. We'll get a better view. We are going down to that building, okay? Welcome to the Village, guys. Anybody getting off the west side? Thanks to the people that lived here before NYU was open, is why we have NYU here. Okay? This was not the city here. In the 1820s, this was empty. We used to have farms. Okay? We only had a few people that lived in the area. In New York City, they decided to open a park. They built this beautiful, tiny park right in the middle of this town. Okay? The park was opened in 1826. We're going to see it right now. The reason why they built the park is because New York City wants to celebrate the 50 years of independence of this country. 1776. Few schools that they have a non-traditional campus. They don't have a campus. Have you noticed how they have their own campus? They're all closed in. The buildings are in the same area. Not here. NYU is all over Manhattan. We got buildings in Central Park. We got buildings in Times Square. Most of them are here thanks to the people of the 1820s. But there's more buildings coming up on the east side, and we have buildings also downtown in the tip of the island. So when you become an NYU student, you also become a New Yorker. You learn how to walk. You learn how to take the subway. You walk around the city. That's what we tell the students. I feel bad for them too. Especially the ones that have never been to the city. They're 17. And they come to the city. They start taking orientation. We teach them about the city. Don't get lost. You have to be back in this building at 11 o'clock. And don't get hit by a yellow cab. Okay? You gotta learn how to be a New Yorker. If you come to NYU, they want that. Right now, the tuition of NYU averages between 60 to 65. I don't know now. Which one is up, which one is down? Okay? Broadway. Broadway is the one street that covers the entire island. This street on your left side is called Astor Place, but then it's going to change its name into St. Mark's. This is the best street of these. Okay? East Village. All this talk I just did right now, by the way, is the west. You still have to see this. Okay? The west the nice one. East side, crazy one. That's what people have fun. So I'm sorry, you have to be 21 in order to enjoy this. 21 and older because of the places they have. This is pretty much the place where they do the shows. All the nightclubs, all the bars, all the drinks, all the music, all the dancing. That's the problem though. For clubs and bars in New York, you gotta be 21 and older. Find here on the west side. Alright, we're gonna pass the light here. And according to the people that live here, this is called the village of New York. According to the map, this is called Norfolk. Okay, so the real name of this town is Norfolk. Nobody wants to call it Norfolk. They say it sounds funny. Nobody knows the name, so we call it the village. But if you look at the street signs here, you remember how we saw the name Ladies Model? Now, if you look at the street signing, it's going to say Norfolk. N-O-H-O. That's the name of the town. Nobody knows Norfolk, so we don't want to say Norfolk. Okay? No. Houston. Not Houston either. Nope. You're in New York, you're not in Texas. I know, yeah. That's what we know who's from here, who's not from here. You call that street Houston, you're not from New York. You don't know what I'm talking about? We're going to see it right now. Okay? Norfolk. Nobody knows Norfolk, but then when I say Soho, that's his house. We have no idea why. Nobody knows Norfolk, but everybody knows Soho. Okay? So Norfolk and Soho is an acronym that we use. It's a long name. So we pick the first letters of the word. Okay? So first, we're going to cross Bleecker Street coming up. Remember, this is one of the best streets they have. So if you've never been here before, this is the street that you should start with so you can get familiar with what the town is about. You like it, and you can go ahead and take the other streets. But this is the main street right here in Bleecker, right here, okay? The next street coming up, that's when it gets weird. I told you, if you look at the street sign, most of you will read the street as Houston. Well, welcome to New York. We call it Houston. Right? The name of the street is Houston Street. So we're going to cross Houston. So what happens? This is the north of Houston. That's the south of Houston. Norfolk, so. Okay? So we take the first letter. N-O-H-O. Right? Soho, S-O-H-O, south of Houston. We use that a lot. We use a lot of names of our towns. We got Soho, we have Norfolk, we have Nolita. Nolita right now is on your left side. About 4 blocks on your left. So you're going to see Nolita. You know where Nolita is? Nolita, the north of Little Italy. Alright, so those are the 2 towns. Now welcome to Soho, guys. This is one of my favorite towns. The next 2 towns you're going to see right now are 2 of my favorite towns in downtown Manhattan. Soho, because of the buildings they have. Look at the buildings right there. Start looking up and around. They got the most beautiful cast iron buildings in New York because they're the only ones we have. Are in Soho. They got the largest collection of cast iron buildings are right here in Soho, Manhattan. There's a lot of them also in Brooklyn, but most of them are here. Anybody getting off, guys? Soho, you can tell the inside of the building how big they are by that movie. I don't even remember one scene. I remember the scene that says jumping up and down the trampoline. Okay, because of that movie, I want to live here. My dream is to have the trampoline inside my bed. So I can jump up and down, you don't need to see this. Imagine the type of apartment you need to one, fit the trampoline, 2, to start jumping up and down. Okay?
I think it's going to be quite cool.
Soho has the largest apartment. I mean, the city of New York is not supposed to be apartments. These buildings are warehouses. You're sitting in the industrial area of New York. This used to be factories, warehouses back in the 1850s. And throughout the years, the buildings became first floor retail space, and then the top apartments. Now, I don't know if anybody's been inside of a factory before or a warehouse. Remember, people are working in here. We're entering China right now. We actually have Tribeca on your right side. All of this is Chinatown, but it's better if you go to that. And then Little Italy is also that's for the ferry. Okay? So if you're visiting the 9/11 Memorial, I would highly recommend you take the ferry right here. You're already there. Now you don't have to walk back to walk to the ferry again. Alright? So if you're walking down to the memorial, you're already walking down to the ferry, okay? If you have any questions when we get to the next stop, I'll show you which way you have to go, okay? But you have to start making your way down to the World Trade Center. You'll have to get off the bus and walking down to the World Trade Center site, okay? We're going to turn right here. This is Worth Street. All of this is Chinatown. Everything on your left until you get to the river on the east side is known as Chinatown. This is one of the largest towns we have. About 250,000 people live within this town right here. But this was not always Chinatown. This used to be Italian before. So this was a big Italian town we have. And this was Italy, this was Germany. It was a big German town that we had. So we have Little Italy and Little Germany.
Between bridge.
Okay? Before this was German, this was Irish. This is a big Irish town. Okay? If you're born and raised in the United States, and if your parents are from the United States, and if you do have a little bit of Italian, Irish, or German in your blood, welcome back. You're from here. Yeah, trust me, there's a slight chance you can trace back to here. Because right now, I don't know if you heard about 1 million people into the United States. 90% of those people came to New York, the other 10% went to New Jersey. Okay? Today, the population of this country is about 312 million people we have. 1/3 is from Ellis Island. Meaning 100 million people that can trace back to their families, and those are the ones that passed through Ellis Island. Meaning 4 out of 10 Americans came out of here. You're sitting in one of the most, this was one of the worst places in New York. In history, this was like, nobody wants to live here. Especially here. You see these beautiful buildings right now, by the way?
City Hall.
Thanks to these beautiful buildings, they changed their lifestyle. Okay? Because right here, before we had the courthouses, this used to be known as the 5 Points. Has anybody ever heard of the 5 Points by any chance? There's a book. There's a book that talks about the 5 Points, and the book was so big and famous that it was made into a movie. The book was called Gangs of New York. And then it was made into a movie called Gangs of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio. So I don't know if you remember when the gangs, they fight at the 5 Points. That's what this used to be. This is where the gangs of the city used to be at, and they fight. We don't talk, we fight. Okay? Mind you, the movie is 2 hours. This was 50 years. Kind of a museum, which is on the other side. Right now, these buildings, every single building is built after 1901. You got the federal courthouse, you got the United States courthouse right here. You got the municipal building coming up. All of these buildings today, you may know a lot of things because of a lot of TV shows we have. Law and Order, CSI, you've seen any of those shows? These are the buildings. You see a lot of these buildings.
No, bridge.
This is
Brooklyn Bridge, I think.
on your right side you have a park.
নদী পার হইতে
This is called City Hall Park on your right hand side.
এটা সিটি হল এটা মেয়র বসে এখানে
That's where the British came.
এটা মেয়রটা বসে এখানে
This was New Amsterdam. Did you
এখানকার
know that?
মেয়র
Any
সিটির মেয়র
Dutch
এখানে
This was a Dutch city before. Before anybody was here to begin with, this was a native island. This was the
হ্যাঁ এই
native
যে
island called Manhattan.
বিভিন্ন ইয়ে দেখে
And the
পয়সা
first
নাই
people that saw the island and they bought the island were the Dutch.
পয়সা
And
নাই
they built a city down here. In 1626, they built New Amsterdam. And then the British
এক
architect in
একজন এক একটা ইয়ে করে
1653, they took New Amsterdam and they
পয়সা
renamed
দিয়ে
it.
দেখতে হয়
না না
Okay? So that's what
এমনি
happened.
দেয়
এমনি
মানুষ।
দেখে অনেকে দেয় পয়সা দেয়
Right, they're showing you the pictures.
এই শরীর চর্চা ইয়েতে
This is the room right here. This is where you take a walk, right? See the hundreds of people as you walk.
কত রকমের
So I'm
জিনিস
not asking you if you want to walk.
পয়সা কামানোর কত বুদ্ধি
You cannot live New York without touching this. This is the New York City thing to do. See, look what everybody else. You see the people walking right now? Trust me, nobody goes to the other side.
এই
Everybody
মেয়রের
walks. They get to
বক্তৃতা
their car
করতে
right
দিলে
here.
এখানে দেয়
That's
এখানে
it.
দাঁড়ায় বক্তৃতা দেয়
So everybody takes a picture there and then they come back. And then when they go home, they tell their family members, I walked the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay? You really want to walk the bridge? It's about 1.5 miles, right? Which is about 30 blocks to get from one side to the other, but I'm not going to lie to you either. The best walk is not from here to Brooklyn, it's for stop. So if you are getting off, please watch your step. If you want to leave something on the way out, we have a tip-box next to our driver. The driver and myself, we split the tips 50-50. Again, guys, anybody going to Brooklyn, Brooklyn Tours, Brooklyn Bridge, the World Trade Center, the 9/11 Memorial, the 9/11 Museum, or if you want to jump in the ferry, the city sightseeing cruise, this is all the same stuff, okay? We're going to pull up to the front, the title of the tallest building of the world. Now, I don't know if you know who he is. By the way, Frank Woolworth, the stores. Yep, private dimes, legal and dimes. Everything inside of the store was either 5 cents or 10 cents. It's like the 99-cent store we have today, right? Which is back then, it was a brand new idea, and you made a lot of money. Right? So that's what it comes to. All right. And, oh, and by the way, they have a beautiful painting of him inside of the building counting coins. That was his life, count coins. Look up on your right side. Look at Tower number 1. We're going to see it again, all right? Just keep looking up. This is the chapel. This is our famous 1766 building that survived September 11, and it survived a fire on top of that. And then there it is, Tower number 1. Tower next to the chapel again.
মিউজিয়ামটা
Nothing happened in 2014. Tower 3 is scheduled to open next year, 2016. And Tower 2 is scheduled to open in the year 2020. Right? And those will be the next new World Trade Center towers. Each one of them gets a number, just like the ones we had before. He was this little tiny guy, but he was very strong. Okay? So he used to get into a lot of arguments with a lot of people until he got to the point of the vice president shot him. Right? That's the famous duel in the vice president was going to kill
সব স্টারের এখানে আসে
Alright, on your left side, guys, if you want to stand up, it's okay. You can stand up and sit down. This is the bull. Down here. Yeah, stand up. Okay. That's the Wall Street bull that we have. Look at the crowds of people trying to get a picture with him. And then look at the lady in the back touching him. Yeah, look at her right there. She's smiling looking for the picture. Everybody does that. They keep touching the back of the bull because they think it's good luck. Okay? And the sad part of the bull is that the shiniest parts of the bull is what people touch the most. Sadly, the back. Because they keep saying that he represents money.
ইয়ে থেকে স্ট্যাচু অফ লিবার্টিটা দেখা
Touch
যায়
the back, it's good luck for money. Right? So that's what it's completely free, 100% free museum. We have a ferry at the end that is also free called the Staten Island Ferry. It takes you to Staten Island. And on your right side, we have the State Cruise Line. This is the only company allowed to go.
ঘুরে যাবে না স্ট্যাচু অফ লিবার্টি ঘুরে যাবে না বাংলাদেশের ফ্ল্যাগগুলো সামনে আছে। ছায়াগুলো পড়ে যায় আয়নার মধ্যে, খুব সুন্দর লাগে। এখানে ওই প্রসেশন টসেশন হয় যে এখানে অনুষ্ঠান করে। কি জানি ম্যাগের মধ্যে মনে যেন ম্যাগের মধ্যে লাগিয়ে দিচ্ছে। দিদি না থাকতেন